Alright guys, so these are the last ones I'm doing. Now these are not on the review. The reason I didn't put them on the review is because on the test it says solve, and so all you could do is plug in the answers into the equations and actually get the answers. But I still wanted to go over them because some of them it's actually kind of hard to plug it into plug it in to check it. So I'm actually going to go through all three of these. Now on the first one I have a square root. Let me grab this one. I have a square root. So we already have the square root by itself. So the first thing we're going to do is get rid of it by squaring both sides. So that leaves me with 9x minus 1 equals 49. And then we're just solving the equation like we normally would. So we add 7. So 9x equals, oh my goodness, 56. And then divide by 9. So x equals whatever 56 divided by 9 is. I have no idea. I'm going to put 56 over 9. I don't think you can simplify that, but maybe you can. Okay, so I'm not so much interested in that. But 56, why did I put 7 there? Okay, for some reason I put 7 instead of 1. So we're going to change this problem to x minus 7, instead of me having to redo all that. So anyway, that was my bad. All right, so on this one, notice we have a cube root on both of these. So what we can actually do is just go ahead and cube both sides, and that's actually going to get rid of everything. So I'm going to cube both sides and leave me with just x plus 2 equals 2x minus 7. And then from there, I'm just solving the equation like I normally would. Because I have an x on both sides, I'm actually going to subtract x from both sides and then add 7 to both sides. And I know I'm going kind of quickly. That's because it's 3:55 and I'm about ready to go home. So, all right. On the last one, this is an absolute value problem. Your first goal is to get the absolute value symbol by itself and then set up two different equations. And that's because when we talk about absolute value, we're talking about the distance from 0, and there are usually two numbers that fit that example. So I'll explain that in a minute. So the first thing we're going to do is divide both sides by -3. And again, we're doing that to get the absolute value symbol by itself. Now, once we get it by itself, if this number were negative, we would have no solution. If it was 0, we would only set up one equation. But because it's a positive number, we're going to set up two equations. And that's because there are two numbers that have an absolute value of 4. And those numbers are 4 and -4. So we're going to set up two equations. We're going to say 9x minus 5 equals 4. And 9x minus 5 equals -4. And then we're going to solve both of these equations. And both of the numbers are the part of the answer. So we'd add 5, divide by 9, and get x equals 1. Whereas here we would add 5, divide by 9, and get 1/9. Okay? So anyway, make sure you practice these. Okay, I'm putting these on YouTube so that you can watch them over the weekend. You have a long weekend, and I know it's kind of stinks that you're taking your final after a 3-day weekend. So please take the time to watch these, and hope you are ready on Tuesday.